Solve your problem. Da-da-dun, 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 da-da-dun. Solve your problem. Okay, so one thing that I really want to get across for you guys in this lesson is just saying, hey, how do I solve my problem? Right? There's so many things that I'm going through on a day-to-day basis, but there's maybe one issue with something that you fear. It may be an issue with something that you keep repeating and you hate repeating it. It may be an issue where you feel like you're alone. It may be an issue where you feel like I'm in a business. I don't know how to solve this problem. I'm going to tell you guys, this is how you solve your problem. I want you guys to take the time and just allow yourself to just open your mind to see the opportunity that's in front of you. When you are able to see that opportunity, you can start seeing what's in front of you. This is where I believe all things are justified. Solving a problem starts off with opening your mind. Right? Opening your mind to the possibilities of things that can happen for you. That's the step one. When you start opening your mind, when you start saying, well, coach, I feel like I'm struggling in my business. I don't know what's the next steps. How do I get my product? Well, search it on YouTube, right? We start thinking about the problem. But you have to have an open mind. Next thing, take 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes writing out the problem. Take 10 minutes thinking about the problem. So let's say, for instance, if you said, let me put a timer on my clock, you would have a blank piece of paper, and what you're going to do is put 10 minutes on the timer, and what you're going to do is you're going to think about your problem. And once you start thinking about that problem, I need you to write the problem down. In those 10 minutes, you can start figuring out, okay, I have a problem in this, I have a problem in this. I didn't know my list was that long. You look at the list, I'm like, man, I got a problem, I got to solve it, I got to solve it, I got to solve it. Once you have all your problems written down, or the problem that you're struggling with, now you go into the tangibles. Now you start saying, hey, what does the finish look like? I love this portion, right? It's so funny because you'd be like, yo, like how does the finished product look like? So some people ask me like coach, how do you make content? How do you build a brand? How do you build a platform or X, Y, Z? Well, one thing I had to recognize was like I saw other people posting and look at their stats. It's like some people post 30 seconds, some people post a minute, some people post 5-minute videos. So where did I want to start off? I had to start off from a place where I say, well, what's comfortable for me? I don't know too much about the field, but sometimes I see the finished product as value within 5 to 10 minutes. So that was my starting point. I didn't look at anything else. I was just saying, well, I saw that for a vision of mine. How good can my content be in the next 30 seconds? You feel what I'm trying to say? Well, what does it look like to surrender to my sin, surrender it to God? What does those moments look like? Well, it looks like I'm happy, I feel abundant, I feel like I don't even think about it. I'm living a life of execution, and everything I put to my mind, I'm just doing it. Boom, boom, boom. That's the finished product. So now that you have the problem, and then you have the finished product, all you have to do is look at the box that is filled with things that you have to just check off. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to think about it. It's like, coach, well, I'm at the finish line. How do I work backwards? Well, if I'm looking at a 5 to 10 minute video, I have to say, well, I have to just, let me make sure I have my camera. Let me record. Let me have a topic. That's all I need. Get a topic, get the camera, hit record, post. Finished product. That's how you solve your problem. But you have to be able to understand this one important rule when it comes down to all of your problems that you're trying to solve, is that the main thing that you have to understand is open and close loops. So when you look at your problems, a lot of your problems are open. They're open loops that you have not closed yet. You need to start taking inventory of all the problems that you have in your life that are still open. For instance, I was talking to one of my friends. I was saying, "Hey, he was like, yo, what's some examples that you need to understand how to open and close loops?" Well, let's say when you wake up in the morning and the first open loop is your bed is dirty or it's like messy because you just slept in it. How do you close the loop? You make your bed. You do the thing that you need to do. Okay, well, sometimes I have an open loop. I'm like, the open loop is I gotta read my Bible. Let me open my Bible, read a verse, close the Bible. That's how you close the loop. There's so many open loops in our lives that we are often just brushing to the side and not closing them. That's how these problems occur. Once you start understanding that each problem in your life is an open loop, close it. Solve it, close it. Solve it, close it. Solve it, close it. That's the important thing that you have to understand moving forward. Solving your problems can be just as easy as these couple steps. But the most important step is understanding that you have to remember all your problems are open. It's up to you to close all the problems in your life. If you need more help, if you need people to guide you, find that. But just know, if you're aware of those open loops, it just takes 10 minutes to think about it, to write the thing down and start visioning yourself at the end and start working your way back just so you can implement the steps. Boom, boom, boom. But believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys. I need you guys to tap it. Tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it. The Book of Yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Turn me up. But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and trying to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak. I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that say, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the Book of Yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. But at the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily. So guys, tap in. The Book of Yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not, class is closed.